As Confucius once stated, by 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is bitterest. This quote accurately conveys the realities of life and human nature. There are many instances throughout life where growth and maturity can occur, if only we take the time to fully appreciate and reflect upon these moments. Yet so often we let these moments slip by and waste a perfect opportunity to better ourselves. However, in this speech, I will not be letting one of those moments go, and will be taking the time to consider my speeches and experiences throughout this oral communications course. First, I'm going to describe some of my favorite moments that I've enjoyed throughout this course. Next, I will be discussing the areas that I had the most trouble with and challenged me the most. Finally, I will be explaining what the most important lesson was that I learned from this entire experience. Therefore, I will start off with a positive aspect and describe a few favorite moments and things that I enjoyed most. This class taught me so many great things. Throughout the various speeches and required feedback, I had the opportunity to get to know a great deal about my fellow classmates and receive very helpful advice on my speaking abilities. Along with this, I had a great time watching other speeches and getting to know my classmates and seeing them grow throughout the semester during their own speeches. However, the thing that I enjoyed most was recording my own videos. The video would end up having to be redone countless times, and each blooper video never failed to bring a smile to my face. The great thing about this was that by the time I'd kept repeating it so many times, because of mistakes, I had completely memorized the final video. Furthermore, I will now discuss the difficulties that I have faced during this course. As a senior in high school, this year has been one of the most stressful, hectic times of my life. Some of this stress would flow over into my academics, and I was really feeling the pressure of assignments and deadlines. The thing that I had most trouble with was giving a presentable speech without getting nervous and occasionally stumbling over my words or not sounding confident. I would get so focused on trying to remember the speech word for word rather than having a natural, normal conversation with my audience. However, I have to say that certain aspects of this have improved. It's easier for me to be assured in my topic and make connections with the audience. Therefore, even though I've struggled with certain things, I've also learned from these mistakes. As a matter of fact, this brings me to my final point of the speech. The most important lesson that I have learned from this course would be that no matter how nervous you are about something or unsure you feel about yourself, always give it your all and never give up, because eventually you will improve and grow from the experience. As my fellow classmates and I ventured into this oral communications course, many of us were very nervous about our abilities to give satisfactory speeches. Friends of mine confided in me about worries of nervous tics, stammering, and forgetting their speeches. However, as we went through this course, it got easier and easier, even though the course was getting progressively more challenging. The difference was I was working very hard at getting everything right and had learned so much about becoming a proper speaker along the way. Surely enough, I gave it my all, and by the end of the course, I had so much individual improvement that I kept my consistent eye contact, cut down on most of the rambling, and was not nearly as nervous as I had been for the first speech. With this being said, the lesson that I have learned is most appropriate and inspiring for me as I approach the end of the semester. In conclusion, as a final celebratory speech, we talked about my favorite parts and enjoyable moments of the class, what was most difficult for me, and the most important lesson I've learned throughout this experience. This semester of oral communications was a roller coaster ride of hard work and rewarding lessons. In fact, I'm so thankful for having the opportunity to further my education and communication skills. All things considered, Confucius, in all of his infinite wisdom, again related to this topic by saying, "The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. In essence, keep on striving to be better than you've ever been, and in the end, it will be undeniably worth it."